Привет. Начинаем игру. Сегодня пройдем историю с портала загадочную игру ваншо, потому что задание или нет, только осталось с ней. Да, я немножко записала прохождение с последней девушкой, тоже персонажем. Я имя не помню, честно признаюсь, я очень запоминаю имена. Поэтому мы отправляемся в Люлей. А нет, мы отправляемся сюда, на склон Уван. Сейчас будет интересненько. Еще хочу сказать, что я подняла уровень мира, и это полная попочка.
Why did we come here? Paimon's got a bad feeling. Not that Paimon's scared or anything. Just, concerned for... It's just that this is how lots of scary stories go. You're in an empty...
Дядюшка мой, служитель виртуального перевода.
Quick, do something! Paimon's intuition says that anyone we run into here is going to be far from normal. If he gets us, he's gonna eat Paimon for...
Who are you? Traveler? Are you from one of the other nations? Could it be that you traveled from the other side? I'm just here for a funeral. I don't mean to offend. No matter who you are, there's no need for any ill will between us.
Whew. Seems he's just your average scaredy cat. He looks more afraid than Paimon. I'm not! Paimon's super friendly looking. Don't be afraid. We come in peace.
Gods protect me!
No! Stop freaking out and stand still.
Relax. Yes, whatever you say. Please stay your hand. Don't come any closer. I mean you no harm. Don't touch me.
Hey! Paimon already said nothing's gonna happen. Was it something Paimon said? Let's go after him. He might do something stupid.
Моя подруга написала то, что тоже поднимет уровень мира. Что это?
Director!
Oh? Don't get too excited. These are clients, not ghosts.
Exactly! We said we're not ghosts. Why would you calm down and... Although, clients doesn't...
Yeah, forgive me. This is one of our new undertakers, Mung. It's his first time working a funeral, so of course he's afraid of his own shadow.
Funeral... Oh! The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor! Zhangli is a consultant there.
Oh, you know Zhangli? Well, that saves me a lot of explaining. I'm Hu Tao, the current director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, responsible for, trifling matters having to do with immortality.
Я
A satisfying trade to be in, though, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is well known around town. Whatever the request, I'd be glad to hear it.
Yeah, if we were looking for Wangshan Funeral Parlor's help, this is hardly the place we would come to.
Ah, but you see, I wasn't referring to clients in the business sense. Everyone who enters this mortal realm will be a client of mine. Sooner or later.
Well, that's dark.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor welcomes advanced reservations. When you choose us, you'll never have to worry about what might be around the corner. But be sure to book the right date. Pro tip, it is a living nightmare trying to get flowers at short notice. Speaking of dates, if you're struggling to decide, please do come and talk it over. I'd hate to see you still alive and kicking when your big day comes.
Whoa! So that's... There's a lot to unpack here.
You'll have to excuse her. The director is a rather unique. We'd heard that there'd been some supernatural activity at Wuwang Hill. To restore calm here, we performed a funeral ceremony. It went very smoothly. According to the director, we shouldn't be expecting any more issues in the near future.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, Wuwang Hill, funeral. What more is there to say? These three belong in the same sentence. You two, on the other hand, have no business coming to Wuwang Hill. You being here...
Maybe your understanding of normal isn't quite...
Adventure? You must hail from the Adventurers Guild. Then you are one of our distinguished clients. What, to be precise?
Важных клиентов. И важных. Источник категории дерева.
Wood? What do you mean?
That's just how we gauge our clients' importance. We have 4 levels: wicker, bamboo, wood, and marble. The higher the grade, the better we'd like to get to know you.
But I've just only heard of this.
Well, that's because I only just thought of it. Oh, don't look. Oh, take a look. Our adventurers spend the whole day scaling mountains, clearing domains, and smiting enemies. Danger and peril are their bread and butter. Clients like these deserve better treatment. Taking an interest in their daily lives will ultimately benefit not only them, but also me. Oh, touched a nerve, did I? I'd have thought any adventurers who dare come here would be used to conversations like this. Anyway, I have a favor to ask. Recently, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has been trying to strike a business deal with the Adventurers Guild. With you acting as an intermediary, it would be so much easier.
Мне очень хотелось участвовать в таком бизнесе. Ладно, побудем алчными.
Let me think what I could offer you as a reward. Or perhaps there's a favor I could do in
We're looking for someone. We've asked a lot of people, but nobody seems to have a clue where they are.
This seems like something right up my alley. I can even inquire with the ones who no longer You see? Helping me will be worth your while. Come on then, my able assistants. Let's get down to Liyue Harbor and do...
When did we become your assistant? Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. The ones who no longer
Сейчас
speak.
быстренько вернемся обратно. Сюда.
She's a weird one.
Бедная Катерина.
You again. Look, I told you, we're not interested in the kind of cooperation you describe.
Come on, there's no reason to get upset. Look, one of your members is an avid supporter of my proposition. Oh, Since our last negotiation, I've come up with a new proposal, which I think you'll find has far more. First things first, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor will prioritize the Adventurers Guild requests above all others. You'll also receive 100 of our signature wooden coffins for free. Together, but that's not all. We also provide an on-site cadaver collection service covering almost all regions in Liyue. Now, we do charge a slight premium for a very small number of especially dangerous areas, but don't you worry about that. I promise you.
I don't think you're hearing me.
Okay, all right. I get it. You want to bargain a little more, but our offer as it stands is already quite a good deal, don't you think? Just think about it. An adventurer's life is full of unexpected threats. It's only natural to take precautions. Mend the roof before it rains, as they say.
Yeah, no. I'm not so sure that saying applies in this context. Speaking of precautions, I'd rather focus on keeping my adventurers safe in the first place. It's time for you to go. I have to attend to other matters.
Oh, wait, hold on. What would you say to a group discount? 30% off for parties of 10?
Director, please, you did your best. We don't need another clash with the Millilith.
If Paimon understood all that correctly, it seems like she's trying to sell them the funeral parlor services.
Nothing left to do here. Rejecting a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's their loss. Some things are inevitable. It's only a matter of time.
Cheap and tasty chop suey.
А нет, нам сюда.
Seems like the old ways are the most reliable after all. Mung, are you done preparing our promotional materials?
My apologies. I'm only about halfway through. Do you
Trust me, they're going to work wonders. This marketing strategy has been used by Wangsheng Fu. Clients in need come to our door and write down their commissions on blank wooden tiles. Then they squeeze those inside the parlor through the crack under the door. I fulfill the request written on each tile to make sure our clients are satisfied with the service, no matter if it's an obituary, cremation, or funeral that they seek. Although, it is a bit of a hassle with the constant back and forth. If only—
No, Director, I'm not asking about the wooden tiles themselves, but about the special offer they advertise.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor should keep up with the times. Just think about it. If we don't attract new clients, well, business development is a crucial element of every prosperous enterprise. I've been trying various marketing strategies ever since I became the director. I put up posters just like all the other shops, but the Millilith promptly removed them. Then I organized the Wangsheng Visitors Day, but no one showed up.
Well, that doesn't come as a huge surprise.
And finally, I discovered that the traditional ways are the most reliable after all. I took inspiration, so now I go from door to door looking for people and organizations willing to cooperate. Just like during our visit to the Adventurers Guild. That's what I mean by business development. The other method I'm trying is using the wooden tiles as coupons, just by writing things like, buy one get one free for the holder of this tile on them.
What do they buy and—
A solid and durable second home, of course. Well, they may not need it right away, but they can be sure that when they do, it will still be as good as new. It won't start deteriorating before you finish doing so yourself. That's the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor quality gear. All right, Mung, keep adding those special offers to the wooden tiles. The future of our business depends on it. Oh, I get it. You think that our special offer is not— It is true. I was offering all kinds of great benefits to the Adventurers Guild because they are a new client. But in doing so, I neglected my old clients. You're right. It's unfair. Let me do some market research. Wait here, my faithful assistants. I'll be back with you in a moment. It shouldn't take too...
Paimon already told you we're not your assistants! Guess we got dragged into somebody else's business again. Let's look around while she...
Да уж.
You must be the director's new hires.
Not us! We're just very curious about Wangsheng.
Well, I wouldn't get too curious if I were you. Too much knowledge isn't good for ordinary folk. The director is tactful when it comes to what should and shouldn't be known.
Her? Tactful? We should get going. Let's go find Hu Tao.
That's settled then. Write it like this. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor Bumper Sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy two, get three free. More for your Mora. I love it. Better than all that lifeless brochure stuff. We want people to feel warm and to...
But Director, isn't Lifeless the name of the game in this industry?
That's old hat. We're opening up new ground.
Why does Wangsheng Funeral Parlor need to open up?
Poor guy's given up.
Right, we should get going. I am not letting new business escape us.
We?
Who else? Do you see anyone else around here? Oh, well, you probably wouldn't see them if there was.
Stop adding little afterthoughts like that. It creeps people.
Just a joke. Sorry. Everything you see is everything that's present. For the moment, at least. Lighten up. The way I see it, people make death scarier than it really... What people truly fear about departing this world is suffering and regret. To deal with the trauma, they let their imaginations run wild with notions of ghosts and evils. Oh, baseless fantasies. What we've ended up with is a topic that people are morbidly afraid of talking about. If I don't broach the subject, then Wangsheng Funeral Parlor won't be long for this world. Oh, more approachable and appeasable than you'd imagined?
Paimon wouldn't say that. Let's just...
You must have come across a particularly ferocious entity. How should I put this? Most spirits are incapable of harming ordinary... The job of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is to guard the border between life and death. One component of this is correcting notions of death and the afterlife that people... So for ordinary folks, the best case scenario is ignorance of all matters concerning spirits and the afterlife, or even better, a belief that none of it exists.
Then you really don't have any excuse for spooking the heck out of people.
You make it sound so abominable. I'm just trying to get them to see the humor in it all.
Вот поэтому всем кажется, что ты при этом что-то я не понимаю.
I never thought you'd be such a bore. Never mind. If you stick by me, everything will become clear.
Просто оставайся рядом и все.
All right, let's get going.
Director, wait. What about Big G? Don't...
Big G? Who's that? We've been in Liyue for ages and never...
Oh, nothing. Just something Mung's been pleading with me to take care of. Should be a piece of cake.
Where are we going?
To visit an important potential client.
Ну да, следуйте за мной. Точка телепортации. Так, я забыла забрать мне награду, поэтому...
Another
Или
handsome sub
следующее.
today.
Сейчас посмотрим, что.
Add as...
Экспедиция закончилась. Получить. персонажа. Пускай денежки соберут. Бежим, бежим. Где она? А,
Sorry, who are you?
Hello, I'm Hu Tao, direct.
Okay, so why would someone from.
Nothing major. How are you feeling these days? You shouldn't ignore them, by the way. Very often they're an omen of something terminal. When we're healthy, it's easy to forget the crushing fragility of life.
What are you getting at? I'm in great health and enjoying life. Go and find some other poor soul. Goodbye.
девочка выйдет.
Why did they get angry? What's wrong with a few earnest...
Любого до инфаркта. Точно.
Paimon thinks it's because they're coming from the director of a funeral parlor.
Ладно. Не туда. А, еще.
And you are big
Hello there. Would you be interested in understanding a bit about our...
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I'm not in need of your services, so you're out here looking for new customers? Don't you think this might...
Hardly. Isn't this the fashion these days? Bring the service to the customer and all that.
I'm not sure it's every service that falls into that. Anyway, please bother someone else if you don't.
Another failure. Still, not the end of the world.
Paimon's curious. Does this approach ever work out for you?
Так.
I know your face.
Don't apologize. Get to know us. We've got a new sale going. Ever hear the saying, out with the old, in with the new? Well, going out with a bang is the...
If you keep talking like this, I'll have to call the Millilith.
No. Okay, relax. But Wangsheng Funeral Parlor awaits your...
You really don't give up, do you?
Are you trying to make me feel better? Well, thank you. Seems you understand me far better than most people.
Not really. This is just getting really uncomfortable.
Business development? Is that what you see this as? Surely you don't think all that was...
Then what was it exactly? Traumatization for its own sake?
No. The business development ended after the discussion with the Adventurers Guild. I was helping to find somebody for Meng. You remember Big G? As it turns out, the Big G that Meng is looking for is a ghost adrift in the mortal realm. The three we saw just now were all people I suspected of being followed by Big G. But having seen them, I didn't sense the presence of anything otherworldly. So we just had a quick chat, and I left it at that.
Why didn't you say so? Paimon thought you had some kind of sixth sense for, people in...
Huh? What would I need that kind of ability for? I'm no doll. Were you seriously hoping that the director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor...
Paimon was trying to subtly imply that... never mind.
Well, let's leave that for now and head back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. This Big G matter is very closely linked to Meng.
Становимся большими. Становимся. Мне нужно прокачать ее, чтобы получить потом. Судьбоносную встречу. Молитва. Она пригодится мне.
Mung, I'm back. I'm afraid we're...
I see. Well, I'm just sorry for the trouble.
Who is this Big G anyway?
I guess I should start at the beginning. My home was in the vicinity. Big G was one of them. We were the best of friends. Inseparable. I've never forgotten. Too many memories, I suppose. I often return to Wu, but recently, after one such visit, I started to feel strange. Now, I can't help but wonder, did I disturb him somehow? Perhaps. I don't have proof, but I can't stop worrying. How would I ever come to terms with my childhood friend becoming an evil spirit?
That's why he joined Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. In place of a salary, I'm helping him. And in fact, what Meng has said is entirely plausible. Spirits on occasion do find a way into our world. But as for evil spirits, I think you're scaring yourself. Even I have only encountered malevolent forces a handful of times.
But are you sure there's no danger? I couldn't bear for him to go around harming people.
You see what I mean? Look at the state of him. If we can't find Big G, it'll eat away at Monk forever. Those people we found today were also Monk's childhood friends. I thought there was a good chance Big G might have hidden among them. But here we are, empty-handed.
Wong Hill, childhood friends? Seems like we're out of leads.
Sorry, excuse me. Is this Wangsheng Funeral? My name's Lo Chung. I've had this awful feeling recently, like something's staring at me. Some of my friends and I went to Wuwang Hill the other day on a dare. After I returned home, I fell ill. I've been having recurring... I think that it's a curse.
Say no more. There's no doubt it's a demonic curse, all right.
You believe so too? Then it's just like they say in the tales of old. The vengeful spirits of the gods who fell in the Archon War return to cast their evil curses upon mortals. And if the curse isn't lifted, it will burn through the body, laying waste to flesh and bone. Oh, the symptoms I'm having are just like those described in the tales.
Wuwang Hill? No, I don't think it was...
Hold your horses, both of you. There's no need to creep each...
Isn't that exactly what you like to do, though?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor specializes in demonic stuff like this, right?
All right, don't panic. However, in order to lift the curse, we need a suitable location, and we need... Come with me, my trusty assistants. I'm going to need your...
I guess I'll come too.
Help him make the preparations first. The incense exorcism, the one I taught you. When you're ready, come and find me. Once we've finished with this, we'll get back to the Big G matter.
Okay, I guess.
Right. Let's go.
Заставим бегать искать. Что ли? Телепортируйтесь. Не хочу бегать искать. Сейчас сделаем все проще. А теперь падаем. Раскроем крышки.
So, what mysterious rituals are...
No ritual at all. We just need to kill some time.
Eh?
Wait, you didn't take all that vengeful god's curse stuff seriously, did you? They were eradicated You saw those two. One thinks he's been cursed, and the other one believes his friends turned into an evil spirit. It's hard to reason with them. Now you see why I believe that ordinary folks should be kept in the dark. I've seen too many people lose their senses on account of things like this. If you want to calm them down, you need to convince them with something, and the best way to do that is to make a great show of destroying the boogeyman they believe in before they're very...
Sounds like that might work. If you were trying to cheer up a 3-year-old. You're onto something. After all, we're only afraid...
Because you can't guarantee that telling an ignorant person the truth will improve this. What I can do is pretend to pull back anyone who believes their time is nigh. But since the curse is imaginary, our fix will also be make-believe.
Makes sense. But why would anyone believe that it's a curse?
Do you know the history of the Yaksha? They once fought against the ancient gods. They fought brilliantly in a battle that engulfed the whole world in darkness. Although the gods were defeated in the end, their resentment persevered. That resentment turned into a pestilence spreading amongst the ordinary folk. Hysteric people mistook it for the curse of the god. The plague took the lives of many, which only furthered its spread, as the dead were a breeding ground for the disease. Then someone discovered how to prevent it from spreading, purify the air, and burn the bodies of the deceased.
Paimon didn't see that coming. Really?
Yes. Anyway, it took many years, but eventually the plague was completely eradicated. We've dealt with similar phenomena multiple times throughout the ages. Each time we successfully restored the balance between life and death. To sum it up, we are gatekeepers, guarding the border for the sake of both the living and the dead. So when I say this curse is just a figment of the imagination, I say it with more certainty than most. But I also can't really go telling people that the ancient plagues were real. Anyway, let's wait a bit more and get ready for the show. This leyline monolith will make for a really great prop. Oh, you're finally here! We just finished our preparations. Now, look here. This device is used to drive away evil spirits. It'll absorb the curse inside you and cause it to take a physical form. But don't worry, the traveler here is a seasoned warrior and will assure our safety. Oh, right. I forgot to tell you. It'll be fun.
Will that really solve my problem?
Trust the director. She might look like a weirdo, but she's serious about everything she does.
С виду ненормальный, да к делу подходит со всей серьезностью. Ну да.
How can you call me a weirdo? I mean, wouldn't you say it's more charmingly naive? Alright, let's get down to business.
И драка.
Is it really possible to materialize the curse?
Cool it!
Rain outlines your brain cutter.
Dodge this!
Да ты мне уже достал.
To ashes!
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry. Ah! Dodge this! Freeze!
No, my sword! Witness the power of Gugwa!
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time.
I'm counting on you!
No, my sword! Let me weave you up.
Cool it! Oh, so sorry. Ah! Freeze! Freeze!
outlines your...
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
С 70 уровнями.
How are you feeling? Did the curse leave your body?
Yes, I feel more invigorated than ever before. I can't express how grateful I am for your and the Traveler's help. If it hadn't been for you,
Great. In which case, you've been pranked. This exorcism device, people like you wouldn't recognize it, but it's just an old ley line monolith, deceptively effective at, and those were real monsters, not a manifestation of your curse. So riddle me this. If I didn't do anything to lift the curse, then what's...
the curse wasn't real? Then why was I sick?
Well, you caught a cold, ate something bad, or just scared yourself sick. It's anyone's guess, but I'm leaning towards the last option. Wouldn't be the first time in my career.
How unexpected.
I also didn't expect that, but still, I'd like to thank you.
Don't mention it. I found a way to deal with your fears this time, but I can't do it over and over again. So I'd appreciate it if you try not to give in to superstitions, and the human life is short. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Wow, I
feel relieved to see that it wasn't Big G's doing. However, unless he crosses the border, since we are done with the matter at hand, can we resume our search for Big G?
I believe that won't be needed. He found us first.
Big G?
I didn't mean to bother you.
This is Big G?
Oh, well, he is a spirit. It's quite normal that he looks just like he did when he left this world.
That's not what Paimon imagined.
Let's bring him back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. We have much...
Издевательство. Не эксплуатируй. Точнее, и Трей пойман. Почему в этой игре все эксплуатируют Итера? Сколько бы ни играла, практически все персонажи заставляют выполнять какую-либо работу. Да.
After all that's happened, Paimon's not even sure what's going on anymore.
Actually, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Remember what I said? It was a twist of fate that made him leave Wuwang Hill in the first place.
This explanation's...
Actually, she pretty much summed it up.
Huh?
Don't ever question my profession.
I just wanted to check up on my friends. That's why I came. I promise I wasn't up to any mischief. A few days ago, some people came to Wuwang Hill on a dare. I heard them saying they'd come from Liyue Harbor, so I followed.
It must have been poor Luocheng that you followed. Maybe he didn't notice you, but he could still feel your presence.
I was just
Oh, I assume so, otherwise he wouldn't have been scared half to death.
Просто не пошел к Мэлу.
Yeah, Hutao and Meng were searching for you all...
Oh, that's because I couldn't find them. It's my first time in
Now that you mention it, Big G always had a poor sense of direction. When we were kids, he'd never go down the hill by himself.
So, all of this was just because... Why didn't you just fly? Like any other ghost or spirit? Don't you think it's much easier to find your way from up above?
It's too high for me.
That's right, yes! He used to be so You haven't changed a bit.
I knew I wasn't supposed to show myself to the living, and with so many people walking around Liyue Harbor, I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for the leyline monolith's call.
I'm so relieved that you haven't become an evil spirit.
Like I said, don't ever doubt my professional instincts. No, all we have to do is...
But he just said he wanted to visit his friends. Apart from me, there's also Little Wu, Mumu, and Songzi.
Well... if that's the case, we can't let him down. Meng and I will escort Big G back to Wuwang Hill. You meet with those three and ask them for keepsakes to symbolize each one of them during the ritual.
They're all friends. Can't we just go there all together? Or maybe we can take Big G to them.
That That's not a good idea.
I wouldn't want ordinary folks to become superstitious. The less they know, the better. So be careful what you say when you collect the keepsakes.
Are we really going with Hu Tao's plan? At least by keeping things low-key, we won't be giving anyone nightmares.
Так, сундук. Он нужен.
Can't believe the well got polluted.
Come and see these. Tell you how it is.
Hi!
Oh, you. Sorry, I won't be needing the funeral parlor's services anytime soon. Yes, we grew up together. I don't know why he started working for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, but he must have had his reasons. He's on his own now, after all. Did he tell you about it?
Yeah, he did. If you could pick one thing to give to Big G, just, theoretically speaking. We're just being hypothetical here.
I'd cook something for him. Oh, he could eat spicy food like no other. His favorite. I can make it for you if you bring me some Jueyun chilies. I'm sure he'd appreciate the flavor of his childhood years.
Deal! Just give...
Jueyun chilies are
Да, есть. Как раз таки подойдет.
great. This should be enough. I'll get started on the Jueyun chili chicken. When everyone's ready, I'll get the dish over.
Great! See, how did he know about...
Сюда. А теперь нам надо вниз.
Bored.
Сейчас
Wanna see some action?
Not you again. I told you.
Mung told us about you. You're good friends, right?
That's true, yes. It didn't take long for his good friends to figure out why. But I know there's nothing we can say to help him get over it. Letting go of the past is... So, is Big G the...
How did you know? We didn't even say anything.
Don't worry, I'm a businessman. Everyone hears the name Moo Moo and thinks I must be dim-witted. I never heard the end of it when I set up shop. But, here, take this. It's a top-of-the-line toy box we all dreamed of owning as kids. Back then, none of us could have. Today, business is booming. I ended up buying loads of these. It was a dream come true.
Wow, you must be like...
For me, it's a memento of a childhood long... So, having found me, I guess you'll be looking for Little Wu and Songza next.
We already saw Little Wu.
I see. If it's Songza you're after, let's meet at the overpass at Feiyun Slope. It's just above the staircase leading down to the dock. I've got an errand to run. I'll come...
Мы тут только что пришли. Вверх или вниз? Выше. Ясно. Еще сюда.
Bang! And with that,
You're all here.
Reminiscing about old times. Thinking back to past events.
Our hometown was completely destroyed in a disaster, so we've got nowhere to go back to. Now,
They've just been telling me you're looking for keepsakes. I make artisan Sao lanterns down by Leo a few days ago. I've already spoken to the manager. Could I ask you to...
Seems like you already know what's going on. Be back in a jiffy.
Опять беготня. Да вы издеваетесь. По всему городу бегать, искать фонари, готовка, сбор коробок.
All tasks have been handed out.
Hi! We're here to pick up the prostrate shards for Sansa.
I think she mentioned it. The Plostrite shards are over in that crate there.
Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look someplace else. Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look someplace else. These look like what Sansa was talking about. Let's head back.
Хитрем. Пусть не слезть. Красивый вид. Все же придется бежать. Вот.
My thanks to both of you. This looks like great stuff. Please. Okay, there we go. I wrote all 5 of our names inside the lantern. You know, during the annual lantern, no matter what the days may bring, whichever roads we choose to take, while this right...
As for the matter of Big G, the 3 of us have discussed amongst ourselves.
but if you get the chance, please let them know, and that the things we once spoke of, they've all come to pass.
Thank you. We'll pass it on. Big G is lucky to have friends like... We got everything we need. Let's go to Wulong Hill.
Всё.
Oh, you're back already? You didn't go spilling the beans, did you, Paimon?
Does Paimon look that unreliable?
I'm kidding! Anyway, looks like they were willing to hand over some keepsakes. Nevertheless, when it comes to things like ghosts and ghouls, spirits and souls, one thing which explains why they were reluctant to pry and find out the full story. Which is just as well. Guard the border between life and death. This is Wangsheng Funeral.
So what about us? Does it matter if we cross the border?
Of course not. After all, you were caught up in all this already, just like Meng. It's not the end of the world if you catch a glimpse behind the curtain. And where we're going, don't be surprised at what you may see or what may occur. All of it exists within the border between the living and the dead. An ordinary place, really. The only special thing, whatever you do, don't get all worked up over nothing, okay? Or else by the time we're out, I'll have to erase your memories. So listen to everything I say.
Well, Paimon's scared, but like Huta says, we're already caught up.
Ну давай. Интересно, что же она задумала? Ну хорошо. Возьмем.
Gonna be epic.
Хотя и реакцию не люблю испарение. Ну да ладно.
Wow!
Дали
What is this
эту
place?
милашечку.
Somewhere close to death, but not like the hell or underworld from the tales of old. This is just a place where the ley lines tend to go a little bit
Ты
haywire.
серьезно?
So keep your cool. Follow me. The farewell ceremony site is just up ahead.
Да, ты, блин, мне...
That pattern looks familiar.
From the right angle, you can make out the whole thing.
Oh, just like last time.
Let's light it up.
Что? Ай, ладно, тут деваться придется ее жопу зазелять.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light it up. Time to go. Everybody stand back!
This place doesn't feel at peace.
That's why it's named the border. You can't just cross whenever you please. You need to have a little... How do people normally put it? Pomp and ceremony?
I'm pretty sure that's not how people put it.
Rain cutter!
Don't get frostbite.
Off we go! Time to go! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Да. Стоп, мы не туда пошли.
By the way, I imagine Adventurers Guild members are good at making order of things. See if you can find a way to get the right things into the right places. Usually it requires a bit of destruction as well as elemental reactions. On your marks.
You talking to us?
Сейчас... Вот эти... Надо стать на это место и смотреть вот. Так. Где должно вот так смотреться. поставить. Где-то должен быть огонек. Значит, наверху. Вот так. Пойдем за огонечком. Где подвох?
Dodge this!
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Time to go!
И поднять на такой урон.
Oh, so sorry. Cool it!
No, my sword! Rain cutter! Let's light it up!
Cool it! Disappear!
Let's light it up! Teamwork is trick!
Higher, higher, pants on fire!
Все, вероятно, от Б. Трудновато, по-моему. Тем более наркотищика и так далее.
Go! Go! Phew! Go!
Я поняла, что делаешь.
This looks the same, but there aren't enough. So confusing. Let's have a look around. Or up ahead.
Go! Huh? Phew!
Куда нам? Еще и плавать здесь ставить. Вообще зашибись. Куда ты сюда привела?
Huh? Huh?
Лабиринт. Мы вроде отсюда пришли. Так, здесь вместе.
Go!
Huh? Isn't this where we just were before?
Снова бежать.
What in Teyvat is going on? Have we even been moving forward this whole time?
It's almost as if we're constantly being sent back to the beginning. Everything resets.
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you set us up?
Yeah. If you don't have enough, then why not just carry it through a few more times?
Ну что, несколько раз пробегать? Я больше не могу. Это меня тоже сводит с ума, как этого дядюшку.
Off we go!
Бен.
Adventure time! Adventure time!
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you set us up?
Yeah. If you don't have enough, then why not just carry it through a few more times?
Time to act.
Ай-яй-яй-яй. Когда же эти круги ада закончатся? Поесть, покушать. Надо накормить.
Go! Huh? Go!
Удивительно.
Go!
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you set us up?
Yeah. If you don't have enough, then why not just carry it through a few more times? Huh?
Я просто не понимаю ее суть. Я... Значит, я поняла. Поняла. Сейчас вернусь, проверю. Главное, не умри. Мы живы, мы будем жить. Сейчас проверю на фишку. Если это сработает...
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you set us up?
Yeah. If you don't have enough, then why not just carry it through a few more times?
Я вообще поначалу думала, что надо сделать круг, появится еще одно. Я не хочу быстро тратить себе портал. Да.
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you set us up. Finally! Paimon thought we were going to be trapped in that weird place forever.
That's exactly the point. Trespassers end up running.
So that's the weird stuff out of the way, right?
Yep. Just dive.
Просто прыгни вниз. Ну да.
With the wind.
Сундучок обязательно.
Welcome to the farewell ceremony site. Our destination is just up ahead. I know you're excited, so feel free to have a look around and talk amongst yourselves. Soon you'll find out there's nothing special about this place.
Are you clients? Apology. Seeing that it was Hu Tao that brought you puts me at ease. My name is Lan Si. I've been waiting for someone for... Well, everyone says waiting is difficult. But walking... I can keep waiting, but... Who knows? It's all the same to me.
Are you new here? What a coincidence, so am I. I can't believe how nice the scenery is. I thought it'd be all pitch black and freezing cold with no... Here I can...
Huh? No?
It's the lantern rite again. Wouldn't it be cool if we got to see the lanterns ourselves one day?
You can make a wish without a lantern, you know. My mom told me.
As long as you yell it really loud.
Yell it? Isn't that kind of...
As soon as the first person yells, and everyone else just joins in, and nobody feels embarrassed. That's right. Little Woo, you start. All right. I wish I could open a massive restaurant with never-ending dishes and...
That's your wish?
If that's so funny, what's your wish?
To get rich, of course. Do big business and make a load of mora. With mora, you can do whatever you want and be happy.
Yeah, if you get rich, you can buy that super expensive toy box.
Not just one. One for everyone. No, loads for everyone.
Well, if Momo's gonna be a businessman, then I don't.
Whoa. It's tough getting rich. Don't put all the pressure on me.
As for me, I want to learn to make Ming-style lanterns. The big...
Yeah! That way we don't need to go to Liyue Harbor to release Xiao...
Anyway, those are our wishes. Mung, Big G.
Me?
Huh? They all disappeared.
It brings back so many memories. That was the last lantern ride the 5 of us spent together.
It's been so long. Have all those wishes really come true?
We asked each of them for parting gifts for you. Little Woo's become a chef. Momo's a successful businessman. And Zongza makes...
Really? Wow.
We've never forgotten our childhood dreams. We've kept them in our hearts as a promise to each other. Anyway, time to release them.
Hey, take a hint. Let's give them some space to go over the good old days.
Take the hint? Really? Of all of us, you're the one who needs to learn how to read the room!
Really? The end result is the same, though. Exactly what I do and how I do. As I explained, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was, once upon a time, more akin to a doctor's office than an actual funeral. During the Archon War, piles of corpses covered the wilderness. People were plunged into misery and suffering. Disease was spreading all over the land. Death devastated the world. Such were the times when the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first established. As humans, its founders were deemed to...
They must have paid a huge price for that.
After generations, Liyue Harbor became a bustling hub of prosperity, luring people with dreams of great fame and abundant mora. But in the end, some lunatics stirred up the legacy of the dead. By that I mean the remnants of the defeated gods that ravaged the world. I won't go into specifics of that situation, but suffice to say that at its peak, it took a long time, longer than you'd think, to restore balance and reinstate the border. Without it, Liyue Harbor as we know it wouldn't be here today. Neither would the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, you or me. The previous directors all love to tell this one too. Although, if you ask me, I think I tell. What you make of my words is up to you. I do hope that most of it flew over your heads, though. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is just that, a funeral parlor. We live in peaceful times, but this harmonious coexistence between life and death should never be. Huh? It's about time. Let's go. Let's take them to the place where
What kind of place is that?
I just mean where we first bumped into each other. I come up with fun names for things sometimes, okay? No need to hound me with questions about...
Сундук. Ради сундуков можно всю эту игру поиграть. Хочу на последнюю прокрутку молитв новичками копить. И как раз утонуть в сертификатовые люди.
I think we did everything we could to make you happy, Big G, wouldn't you? But if you ever really do become an evil spirit and come back with more nefarious nonsense in mind, I may have to forget our friendship and give you a far less fond...
I won't, I promise. I'm grateful for everything you've... Now that I know that my friends are doing so well, I have no intention to bother.
I also want to thank you. You made my dream come true too.
So you should also mind my warning, Mung. If you won't let go of the past, I might reunite you two sooner than you think.
How can you say such horrendous things with that?
Well then,
See you later, Big G.
not like that. You won't be seeing him later. Let's stick to goodbye and such.
No worries. I'm sorry. Of all the wishes we yelled that day, only ours hasn't come true.
Nah, don't be bothered by that.
All right, I'll remember you all.
He's gone then. I thought that closure would bring me relief, but all I can feel now is...
So, what was the wish you two made? We didn't have a chance to...
After each of us has started a family and built a career, we want both our families. That's why I envy my friends so much. Little Wu and the rest, they all had a chance to fulfill their wishes. Mine, however...
That's right. Also, think about this. Everyone gets burnt to ash one day. So enjoy your life while you can, and when your duty to the living is over, you can meet whoever you want again in the afterlife. Isn't
Thank you. Either way, I don't think I'll ever return to Wuwang Hill. I have a lot of feelings to process.
No worries. It's a good opportunity for you to go on vacation. Consider your leave approved. Naturally, this doesn't change the terms of our previous...
Aren't you forgetting about something?
I took you to the border and let you have a look around, didn't I? But based on your reaction, it seems like you didn't find what you're looking for.
The biggest pity of all is your lack of habit.
I was fishing around on your behalf through the channels that aren't accessible to you. Unfortunately, I didn't find any leads worth pursuing either. I'll keep my eyes open in case anything crops up. If so, I'll...
You don't sound like you mean it.
I'm not an expert on tracking down the living. However, if you want me to summon someone from the other side of the board...
Stop saying...
Relax. I'll help you look for them. You have my word. My exquisite sense of humor always goes unappreciated. I have my reasons.
Reasons?
The spirits we saw near the border are the dead that still long for the world of the living. But I've never seen any of the previous directors there. Not this means that becoming the director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the right decision for them, and left them with no...
Ну вот, на этом закончим сейчас. Заберем сундук. Сундук. И сейчас кое-что сделаем. Напоследок. Мы напоследок купим камешек. Всего молитв мы собраны. Праздничные пока не началось. Поэтому будем проходить встречи. И посмотрим, сколько у меня молитв. 6 штучек. Еще 2 молитвы, и я смогу прокрутить последний раз молитвы новичка. Всем пока, спасибо.